Meow, 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 meow. Bam! It's Friday. We made it, guys. Happy freaking end of the week, almost weekend time. I just fed my cat. I'm gonna do some dishes now. I don't even know what the heck I'm gonna talk about. There's like so many different things going through my brain right now. One of them is that every now and then I'll get a comment, which is like weirdly specific, but I'll get a comment on diet or, well, I guess it's not like a specific comment, but okay, let me reframe the scenario. Every now and then I'll get into like an online discussion. I wouldn't say it's like a dispute or anything, because it's usually all in like, well, not usually, sometimes it's kind of annoying and not in as good spirit, but I'll get in like these online discussions and stuff about like diet sodas or seed oils or trans fats and stuff like that. And sorry, I'm trying to focus the camera here. Because I will often like see these posts of new lifters or people who are new to nutrition or calorie tracking and all that kind of stuff. And I'll be like, oh, what are good ideas for meals and stuff that can help me start losing weight and so on and so forth, or stuff like that. And I'll usually say like, oh, switching out, full sugar sodas for the zero sugar or diet soda options is always a great start. It's also, they taste good. It's also way less calories. It's a lot easier to consume calories via liquid than it is via solid food. So if you take a look at the liquids that you consume throughout the day, look at the caloric amounts for all of those kind of things, calories, sugars, just general, all the, I would say just nutritional information, period, you'd be surprised at what kind of stuff you're sneaking into your body without your brain even knowing. But I'll get these comments that reply back to like when I give that kind of advice, because I'm not just talking out of my butt. Like I have lost, at this point, over hundreds of pounds. I've gained weight and then lost it, like bulking and cutting. And before I even got into bodybuilding, I lost over 75 pounds doing these things. So I have some merit and credit and experience to the advice that I give. But I'll get these comments that are like, oh, dude, you don't even, like, seed oils, you're basically just going to kill your body, or blah, 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 blah. Like, seed oils are the worst thing that you could possibly, you need to be worrying about seed oils before you worry about calories. And bro, genuinely touch grass. I feel like people will hear like a buzzword or some new idea that maybe slightly aligns with something that they already had thought or believed in, and they'll just like immediately latch on to that kind of ideology or whatever the crap that the definition of that word is. So yeah, in my experience, okay, so I first lost about 75 pounds when I was 16 to 17 years old in high school. A lot of that was done through like just running, and I mean, like the amount of information and stuff that is on social media about lifting and just general nutrition and bodybuilding, that wasn't quite a thing. Like the 2016, which is how like the year it was for my age at that time, like was the peak kind of like David Lade, beginning of Gymshark and bodybuilding.com, Ziz, like sort of like the second Ziz era, because Ziz was kind of like 2012 and stuff. Connor Murphy, all those, like that was prime. Callum Von Moger, oh dude, it was peak being in high school in that era. But at the same time, like there wasn't, like now the information around lifting and that kind of stuff is so granular. Like you, like a 15-year-old or a 13-year-old even, anyone who has access to TikTok basically can be, I wouldn't say an expert, but like a pretty knowledgeable lifter and stuff. Whereas like back in those days, you really kind of just had to go out and do it and talk to the people at the gym or GNC or that kind of stuff, So it's cool that all that stuff is out there now and all that information is out there, and that people are, it just seems like there is a general awareness about nutrition and fitness that hasn't really ever been a thing. But at the same time, like I said, people latch on to these, like, the surface level of these ideas and stuff, and they hear, like, they'll hear seed oils are bad for you, and they'll be like, dude, yeah, no, seed oil. You forget about the calories, bro. It's all seed oils. You gotta stop eating seed oils, man. You gotta start using olive oil. I don't even know like that much. I know that the main thing that's bad about seed oils is the trans fat that comes with them. But like I couldn't tell you about like the seed oil alternatives or that kind of stuff because naturally I don't eat food with trans fat in them, so I'm good. But like I think the second part to a lot of like people latch onto the surface level definitions of these things, and then it's like seed oils are bad for you because they can be include highly concentrated amounts of trans fat. Like there's a second piece. There's always a second part to all of these like buzzwords and stuff. That's what people don't get. And like I'm sure a lot of it's probably just like online rage bait or just idiocracy and general like ignorance and stuff. But there are some times where I'm like, okay, it seems like you genuinely like believe that drinking a diet soda and eating 2 eggs a day is gonna kill you. Like that. Like then there's a whole other thing where it's my roommate, my first ever and only ever roommate. If you guys have watched my other videos, you know how I feel about that situation. Was a vegan, and that was one of these like, eggs can like give you cancer, right? It's like eggs have carcinogens, just like cigarettes, blah blah blah. Do you know how many eggs you would have to eat to even mimic the like slightest effect that smoking one cigarette would have? You'd have to eat like thousands of eggs a day. It's people take these like baseline definitions and make it their entire personality and blow it way out of freaking proportion. It's the stupidest stuff ever. But when it comes to diet soda, dude, I drink so much diet soda. It probably is actually a problem, the amount of diet soda that I drink. But still, like, if someone is drinking 3 to 5 cans of full sugar Coca-Cola a day, and then they switch to Coke Zero, they can still be drinking 3 to 5 cans of it every day. I guarantee you they would lose probably 10 pounds in 30 days from that switch alone. Just because it's such a high amount of sugar and calories for no reason. I mean, I think like most full sugar sodas are like 160 to 180 calories, but you could probably find some that are like around 210, I bet. Like for the really fruity ones, like I bet like, I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm sure you could probably find a Fanta or a Mountain Dew or something that's around 200 calories. 5 of those a day, dude, that's 1,000 calories. That's almost half of an entire day's worth of calories in freaking soda, dude. So do not underestimate the simple switches. Don't be like fear-mongered in this weird like anti-weight loss or anti-health mindset that is, thinks there's no such thing as zero sugars. There's no such thing as a real diet soda. There's no such, all this. So you're just gonna eat a shit ton of sodium, then that's what it's gonna be. Oh, you're blah 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 blah. No, oh man, no. You're looking too far into the minutia, my friends. But I guess it's all part of the learning curve. I'm sure a lot of those people that adopt that kind of mindset will not be thinking the same way a year from now. And if they are, I'm sure they will not have made any progress towards any of their fitness goals, if they even have any. I think those comments come from people who don't actually subscribe to any kind of like fitness or nutrition discipline. I don't know, but you could say that about freaking any like online circle. The dude who knows nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is probably gonna be the most annoying guy in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Reddit thread or whatever. Which is a totally random example. I know nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know why that came to mind first, but it just felt like a good niche example, Doesn't matter what you're into, there's gonna be people who are just not worth having the conversation with. But all that to say, I hope you guys are having an awesome day and that you guys are sticking to your goals no matter what. Remember, if you slip up, that is okay. It's always a right to put something down and pick it back up again. Just because you messed something up or put something down Doesn't mean you're never allowed to touch it ever again. You're never allowed to try or get back on the horse. No. That's all in your freaking head, okay? What are you guys doing this weekend? I hope it's something fun. My sister, please send all of your healing and safety thoughts and prayers to my sister and family right now, because she is in labor with a freaking baby. I'm not sure if in labor is a technical term. She's like going to have a baby in the next 4 to 5 hours. She's at the hospital. She has had the epidural. That's all. That's all I will share about this whole situation, because it's not privacy and all that kind of stuff. But I would certainly appreciate it if you guys could send over your just good vibes. The family is all just kind of like waiting in baby mode right now. It's a very exciting time. My birthday is on April 7th. It's April 3rd today. My mom was like, oh, this is a few weeks ago before like all the, labor and intense stuff. She's like, oh, hope the baby's born on your birthday. I'm like, speak for yourself, dude. He can have his own day. What? I need, no, sorry. He can, if that baby, if my nephew, my first ever nephew, was born on my birthday, it would for real be like the meme from Real Bros of Simi Valley. Great show, by the way, where the guy's beefing with the baby. He's like, yo, what's his problem? Why is he looking at me like that? His dumb little face. That is 100% how it would go with my nephew if he's born on my birthday. But thankfully, it doesn't seem like it's going to be like that. Honestly, at this point, I think all we want is just for the delivery and everything just to be over fast and quick. It's crazy. It's like, I remember when my sister told me that I was going to be an uncle and she's pregnant and everything. And it's like, man, end of March seems so far away. Like, that's crazy that there'll be a baby at this time. And now that time has come, and the baby is about to be here. So, just trippy. It's another example of no matter how insane or how crazy your life might be, or no matter the height of a mountain or the depth of an emotional valley that you might feel stuck in, time passes anyway, dude. Time's gonna keep going on. You can either use the opportunities and circumstances that you're dealt in life to freaking be a rock star and bite down hard and dig in deep and stuff, dig in your butt twin, or you can just let it pass you by. Sorry about that. I'm sweeping and vacuuming some of my cat's litter. I have our litter box in the bathroom so we can go poo-poo together. That's our bonding time. Just kidding. Just kidding, that has yet to happen. Although sometimes when I come home from work, I hope this isn't a TMI, but when I first come home from work and I go to use the restroom, she'll it's so weird because sometimes it sounds like, I'm talking about my cat, by the way. When my cat opens the bathroom door, it sounds like a human. It's very like if I have the door, I'll usually have it kind of cracked or something, and it sounds like she's smacking it with her paw, and it's very funny. But sometimes I'll get home from work and I'll use the restroom and she'll smack open the door and be like, meow, meow, meow. Girl, I gotta pee. I gotta freaking go. It's super cute though. I did my 50 minutes of cardio and abs today. My ab routine, I've kind of mentioned before how it's pretty chill. It usually alternates between 2 different workouts. The one that I did today is 2 minutes total. It's kind of it's not HIIT, but it is a sort of style of interval training where you're holding a V position, like a very shallow V position, super clenched, everything super tight, for 15 seconds, and then you rest 15 seconds. And then clinch 15 seconds, and then rest 15 seconds. And then clinch, rest, clinch, blah, blah, blah. 15 seconds alternating for a total of 2 minutes. I've been doing that since COVID, to be honest, and it's worked pretty well. So if you're ever looking for a new little at-home ab strengthening and ab building routine, give that a shot. It freaking burns, dude. sometimes on the weekends I'll have my, or not have, but I'll ask my girlfriend if she wants to do it with me, and sometimes she will. Okay. Not really much else to say. Like I was mentioning weekend plans. I hope you guys have something fun planned, or if not, just a nice, chill, recharging weekend. In terms of my weekend, I mean, it's Easter. Easter is on Sunday, so if you guys find some Easter eggs or eat a whole chocolate bunny and poop your pants or something, I don't know. But whatever it is, I hope you have a great time with your families and friends. And if not, I hope you have a great time just by yourself. Easter, we normally like have like a little like Easter kind of thing, but there's just like too much going on this season and stuff. So I think it'll just be a more chill Sunday. I was talking to my mom about decorating Easter eggs just for old time's sake. So I think my girlfriend and I and my parents will all be hanging out on Sunday, and it should be very nice. Probably won't see my sister, as she will literally have like a day-old newborn baby. Or sister and husband, of course. But we will see. Other than that, I think we'll probably do like a little birthday kind of celebration type of thing. But it'll be chill. I started playing Resident Evil 1, the remaster, with my girlfriend 2 weekends ago, I think. Gosh, it is hard, dude. It is hard. I knew, like, I was expecting, like, I knew what to expect. I'd, like, played the games when I was very little. I've seen tons of clips and memes and so on and so forth. But goddamn, bro. Oh, dude, I'm giving, like, it's giving me flashbacks to when I, like, first ever played Skyrim or something for the first time. And it was, like, my introduction to having to manually save, or just, like, it was basically like the 9-year-old me equivalent, realizing like there's levels to this shit. That was like my first experience to that kind of life moment. And I'm experiencing that again with this freaking Resident Evil 1 remaster, dude. I made like 70 minutes of progress and then died and lost all of it. And I think I uninstalled it. I don't want to. It's gonna be a process. What to play after Resident Evil, though? Silent Hill is super far up on the list. So is Devil May Cry. I know Devil May Cry is a bit more of a kind of commitment, I guess, is a best way to put it. But I've been wanting to play that for a long time, dude. It's always looked really, really interesting. I feel like I've been wanting to play that one since like before I was really into Resident Evil and stuff. But you know what? Hey. Ain't that the way? If you guys know what that quote is from, here, I'll say it one more time. Ain't that the way? Comment it in the comments below, and I will. I was about to say Venmo you $1, but I got bills to pay, dude. So I'll send you a high five. How about that? I will send you a personalized thank you note if you actually get where this quote, ain't that the way, is from. I feel like I'm straight up tweaking. Okay, this video is over. I'm going to finish watching this spatula. And I'm going to end this friggin' video. Do you guys want to see my cat? Okay. Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. Let me go grab that saucy wench. AKA that beautiful princess. That beautiful angelic princess who could never do any wrong ever. Oh, she's sleeping in her sunspot. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that, but I will take you guys over here and show you. Hello, precious. Oh, yeah. I love how black cats, like, low-key turn ginger in the sun. Sometimes I wish I could change colors, like a salamander. That is also a internet ball knowledge reference. Okay, that is the end of this video. I will catch you guys later. Have an awesome weekend.